Yeah, good morning. A lot of times you'll hear me ask somebody if they've done the math, and I don't think people understand it, so I'm going to try and show you what I'm talking about. Let's pull up guestworkervisas.com. If you go up here to where it says other programs, the menu option, other programs, and then you go all the way down U.S. non-immigrant visa totals. Click on that. And you'll get a chart. Looks interesting. First thing I want to show you is the jobs. See this net jobs created, calendar year, non-farm payrolls? In 2024, we created a little over 2 million jobs. If we scroll down below this, we see that we created those 2 million jobs, but we issued nearly 11 million visas. This is 5.5 times as many visas were issued as we created jobs. Now, not all of those are for work visas. And it's important you understand that. So let's go over here and pull up the yearly detail for 2024. And this brings it up, and it sorts them by the number of worker visas. Now, we're really only, there's a lot of garbage in there. So let's turn everything off. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. And we only want to see the worker visas. See, H-2A was the most visas, 315,328. H-1B was 219,659. H-2B was 139,541. And Congress is working right now to double that for next year. So in other words, those three visas alone are going to be close to 1 million jobs. Workers imported to take jobs is how I should say it. And we only create about 1.5 million jobs per year on average. You need to keep that in mind. But you need to understand what all these visa types are. You know, the other day somebody was going around about religious occupation. Okay. Yeah, they issue jobs to take them, 5,186 of them. But it's significantly less than this 315,000. So I don't focus too much on those. But we need to focus on the ones that make a difference. And when I say, have you done the math, that's what I'm talking about. Let's look at that H-2A. It's the highest one so far. So we go over here and we pull up H-2A, show the trend. Look at there what it's doing. It is significantly increased over the years. The H-1B seems to be trending down, doesn't it? That's your clue right there that they're finding other ways to import workers. What was the other one? H-2A it was, I think. No, H-2B. Yeah, this is the one they're getting ready to double. As you can see, it's already trending up substantially. These are the type of things that you need to understand so that you can go to your congressman, your representative, or your news journalist, or whatever, and say, why are you not tracking this? This is depriving my family of jobs. This is what I'm trying to show you when I ask you if you have done the math. Folks, it's not rocket science. If we issue more jobs, if we issue more guest worker visas, in other words, we import more workers than we've created jobs for, then Americans are going to pay the price by not getting jobs. We can prove that 50% of all jobs since January 2007 have gone to foreign workers. But nobody ever asks the question, what happens to the 50% of Americans who didn't get those jobs? Well, they're homeless, living out of vans. Some committed suicide. They're in bad shape. They need our help. Americans need our help. But in order for us to get the attention we need, you need to understand this so that you can do the math. For those who are looking for me, you can find me under V. Beersful on Twitter or YouTube. I'd appreciate it if you like, share, subscribe. And if you're in a position, I'm an old guy on Social Security living in a garage. If you can afford the donation, I'd appreciate that too. Thank you.